Hello and welcome along to Mondo Music 67, and this is going to be an unboxing of Rave tapes by Mogwai, the box set that I've just got from eBay. I'm going to be really careful with this. I do not want to cause any damage to this box set. It's really well packaged. Sent by Yodel, and I saw all the different stages where it was. I knew it was in Gateshead this morning. Actually, I wasn't expecting it today. Really well packaged, so that'd be a good box to keep. So I'm going to be super careful opening this. Don't want anything to happen to it. When I saw this, I was looking around on eBay and I thought, I'm definitely going to get this box set, because obviously it's well out of print. You can't get this in the shops at all. I don't think I ever saw it in the shops, if I'm honest, although I never looked for it in 2014, because I was more than happy with buying CDs at that time, which I still rate CDs, but I think there's certain things that I do want to get on vinyl, and this is one of them. I know there's other Mogwai box sets, and to be honest, I think from now on, when Mogwai release an album, a new album, which I think they're going to release one, I would imagine, haven't had one out since 2021, which went to #1, and the love continues. I think that's what it's called. They're about due to have another release. I know they've got a kind of movie coming out this year, quite soon, so maybe it'll tie in with that. Although the movie's like a retrospective one, which I don't think they would make any new music for, but you never know. I don't have to tell you how heavy this is. It's really heavy. Well, there it is. Mogwai's 2014 album, Rave Tapes. Now, as far as this album goes, for me, I think this album is really good. It's continued Mogwai's sort of upward trajectory for me. In every album they make is better than the last one. That's nice. This is in perfect condition, it really is. That's nice. This, I mean, the album covers are all different. All the artwork they do is different for each release, and this is completely different to anything else. But what I will say is that I like the way this album, the sort of look at it is set up. I'll put that behind there. So what you've got in here is, now what James said he was going to do for us was going to make sure he packed everything right. So he said, not that I knew this, he said when these albums are in transit in their original covers, he said they can sometimes come to, like, the covers can get cracked and split. So what he said was he was going to put them all in protective ones for the stuff to go in them. I don't know if this album's polyline, but I can sort it all out. So first up, you do get the CD, which I've already got, but I will definitely, obviously, I'll keep the other CD, make sure I don't get these mixed up. I don't know if there's any difference in them, probably not. I'll keep that one side because I want to keep this one in where it's supposed to be with this album. If you want to get this album, I mean, you can get the CD, you can get it for under £10, I would imagine now, or a £10 from HMV, or even, what's it called? Amazon. Brain went there for a second. So that's the CD version of it. Also, amazingly enough, you get it on cassette. It's just, I remember when I got this album, I was talking about it, and this fella said, when I think it was in HMV, and he said, oh, did you know this was out on cassette? And I said, what do you mean, like music cassette? He says, yeah. I said, why? How? He says, well, apparently it's made a resurgence. And I said, I would have never thought that, but there you go. Now this will remain, I have got a tape recorder over there, a tape cassette player, like a double one, but I'm not going to use this one. This is going to stay wrapped up, but it's such a really nice addition to have, and one that's, well, this is the first cassette I've got in, well, I don't know how many years. Wow. Also, I'll take you through the different things you get in here. You don't just get the album, you get a lot of other things to go with it. I'll put them off to one side and I'll go through them as we get further into this set. Actually, this is polylined. Amazing. I've only seen pictures of this. I don't actually know. Well, I do know what you get to a certain extent, but I don't know completely what you get. Yep. I just know you get a lot of stuff. So these are the covers of the vinyl. But as you can see, the vinyl, James has took the vinyl out to help in case, you know, when this is going around in transit and it gets knocked and this goes through that. Well, that's not going to happen because you've got everything out. Tons of packaging, tons of bubble wrap. Can I go wrong with that? Are you listening, Amazon? And you get these art cards there, and you get this absolutely incredible book as well, which I'll take you through. Show you the bottom of the box. And look at the colour of that. There's your track listing there. So it says you get the CD, the vinyl LP, the cassette, a 7-inch vinyl etching, a 12-inch coloured vinyl, 3 art prints, and a hardback photograph book. You couldn't ask for more than that. This is an absolutely stunning set. One that I was so glad to get, because I was looking through the stuff. I thought, out of all of them, especially the box sets, this is the one that I kind of need to get. Put it over there to be putting back when I reassemble this. Right, excuse me while I sort of put this stuff around. I'm going to get into this booklet now. High quality. I would imagine that's in Castle Doom. That's the recording studio that Mogwai used in Glasgow. They're from Glasgow, obviously. There's Stuart Braithwaite, the guitarist and singer on some of the songs. I don't sing on many of the songs, but and there's their guitars. The one that's got a Scottish flag on it is the one that Stuart was playing when we went to see him, for the 2 times we went to see him. That's Barry Burns, who they all play different instruments. He plays the keyboard, usually does vocoders, and he also does guitars and bass. They're all versatile. Actually, they all play each other's instruments to a certain extent, so I'm kind of going to tell you what they're going to do, and you're going to say, well, actually just basically say they all do what each other's do. Interchangeable. It was funny when Deborah went to see these for the first time. I said, will you go and see Mogwai with it? And she says, absolutely not. That's Martin Bullock, who plays the drums. Actually, he's had a little bit of bad health recently, and he sometimes has to step off from the drums when he does play on all the albums, but sometimes on live tours he has to skip it for a bit, I think for health reasons. Wishing them all the best. That's a good one. Actually, Deborah, I will take a photograph. I will put on here a picture that Deborah took when we went to go and see them. Well, what happened was when Stuart had finished playing the song, the last song, they just put his guitar and hung it on this mic stand, and he got this a massive amount of feedback on it. And Deborah took a picture of it. I tell you what, I should send it to them because it's like so professional. I could have put this in the book, and forthcoming book. That looks like all the song titles they've got there, and they probably haven't got them all right yet. They've got a few that you're thinking, well, they've just put like Lady Assassin doesn't appear on here. I love the titles that they've got. That's Dominic Aitchinson. He plays the bass guitar and guitar. Very tall he is. do some good artwork. I'm sure that Stuart Braithwaite's wife does some of these photographs. That's John Cummins, who left in about the year after this, actually. He played the guitar and bass as well. Yeah. Like I say, in perfect condition. Beautiful, that. Got a new book smell as well. I just love the artwork on here. I don't know why they chose this. Well, obviously, they chose different styles for different albums. And this was the style of this album. So that's the booklet. Or hardback book, should I say. Here's the art cards. And what happens with the art cards, I would imagine, because the art cards are in this CD, and you can interchange them if you want to. You can put a different cover in for the artwork, which I can't get my hand in. You know, these things, well, they push out, and you can put different ones in. Honestly, I'm not exaggerating. Here you go. So I would imagine that you can do this, the same thing on the album if you want to. It's a nice one. They're just one-sided. Trying to think. Well, that's the one that obviously goes in, that you would think. But I've got that one in the CD. And also what I might do is, because the CD over here has got a different one in. That's good. Is that one in there? I think what I might do is with this one, since I've got that one, kind of. It's between one of those two for the one I would put in to the middle of this album. So here's the album, the vinyl, black vinyl. I don't think this was ever coloured vinyl, actually. Nice, feels like 180 gram on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down in the comments down below, the section down below, description down below, I'm going to put the track Remurdered, and it's probably the best one on here, although I will put another track on here called Mastercard. That's a great song. Actually, they're all good. But it's funny when you get this album, you play it and you think, right, that's good, and then you think, I'm not too keen on that, you're not too keen on that. Then you actually grow to like the full thing, as I do with most of Mogwai's albums. So, actually, it has got something in there already. All right, okay. That's the inner bag there, which this might be just for transportation purposes. This might not go in there. No, it doesn't. So what I'll do is, because this hasn't got, or will I do that? Will I just put that in like that? I think I might just do it like that, you know. Let's see how that goes. That goes in there. And this one could go there. Yep. And that way I'm keeping everything protected. Rock Action is Mogwai's record label that they started, which is named after the drummer in the Stooges, apparently. Something I never know until last night when I was mooching around for Mogwai stuff to look at the Wikipedia. I put them one side, but I might put one of them in there. I might do that. Next we've got this 12-inch. Now what they do is, they have this thing where they have EPs. When they make an album, they might have songs that they don't think fits onto that album. So what they'll do is they'll release them as an EP. Now I've got the EP of this one here, the CD of it, which is called Music Industry 3, Fitness Industry 1. I'll get that in light and shot. Not really. Now that's CD there, that album here, 12 inch should I say, looks like it has got some of the songs on here. That's what? That's a really heavy vinyl. Oh, nice colour. Look at that. Sensational. Can't wait to try these out. I've tried a couple of Mogwai albums out on my stereo and I've been playing and just sound amazing. You cannot hear the noise on the album at all, which is unbelievable actually. Something I never experienced when I was listening to albums way back when, or I didn't feel like I had. Does this fit in here? If it doesn't, I will get a polyline in here. No, it doesn't fit in there. I'll put a polyline. I'll tell you what, I might just leave that out. Because I can't put polylines in here, but I think I'll leave that out for the moment. This is the 7-inch record of another song called Tell Everyone That I Love Them. Oh, and there is the download code there as well. I downloaded the other one I've got. It sounds great actually to get a pure MP3 high quality version of the album. Even though I have got one on download, but it's not an MP3, it's something else. I don't know if this one will fit in again. Let's see. No, not going. Doesn't matter. What I'll do is what I'm going to do is when James sent it, I'm going to keep them the way they are. I'm not going to put the albums in. There's plenty of space in the box set for that. But this song here has on one side etchings, if you can see that. Yeah. That's the actual song. That song is pretty good actually. I remember wanting to get all the songs to go with this album, and I got them all eventually. I know that they do that, but the good thing about having this one is actually I might put this in the box set itself, because this has got songs on here that isn't in this box set, which is unusual. It's usually the other way around. I like bonus tracks. I like albums that have bonus tracks on, and you can put them on and, you know, just hear other things that was maybe didn't cut. Some of them that didn't cut the mustard are actually, Teenage Exorcists on there. Actually, I'll put a link down to that song there, Teenage Exorcist. It's one of the best songs I've ever heard by them. It's strange that this one actually isn't on here. It isn't on this album. Just let's have a look here. No. Bad Magician 3 and Die I Dislike, or Die 1 Dislike. Great titles. But Teenage Exorcist, actually, I'm glad that this is the thing that's not really, I can put this in here and it can sit in there along with the other stuff. So I'll put them back together. I'm going to keep this out, or I'll put that on the top. Make sure I don't mix these things up. And let's put this box set back together. So you've got the base. You have the booklets. You got the R cards, which I might investigate and using these in the future. Could even frame them on the wall. People will be saying, what on earth is that? You say, if you know, you know. I'll put the album in there. Then I'll put the 12-inch in there. then the 12-inch cover. I'll put the single in there. I'll put the album in there, CD. I'll put the cassette in there. And also I'll put this one in here. It doesn't go with the box set, but I think it's a nice addition to have. And that's like every single thing you've got to have with Rave tapes from 2014. It was released that year. I'll put that in there. Last but not least is the cover, or the lid. So there you go. Absolutely fantastic. So do go and check them links down below that I'm leaving for this album, because it's a sensational album. Well, I like all of Mogwai's stuff, I really do. So that's Mogwai's 2014 album, Rave Tapes box set. Special shout out to James for packing this so well. Also take a look at, on eBay, take a look at his site, which is Pinch Beck, or Pinch One Beck, if you know what I mean. And do get over there. He's got some great stuff, and obviously you can see from this, you can see if you're interested in vinyl and picking up some good stuff and some good deals, do get across, because you've seen how well this was packed. You will be able to trust them. You know, I'll definitely be using them in the future. So there you go. So thanks for watching.